From Clarkston, Michigan, the greatest city in the world, it's the Jose Aliaga Show. Jose Aliaga knows everyone. Get to know him as he interviews some of the most fascinating people from the greater Independence Township area. And now, broadcasting from the studios at Clarkston High School, the home of the state champion Wolves, here's Jose Aliaga.
Welcome to the Jose Aliaga Show. Today we have a special guest. Her name is Kathy Gordon and Jamie Newbeck. Both of them are members of My Hope. It's a non-profit organization that works in our community for prevention, education, and also to help our community, prevention, education about drug abuse and overdose. How you doing, guys?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm very happy you guys are here because we're gonna talk a special topic that most people probably are not aware about what's going on in America or in Michigan and in Oakland County. And before we start, we're gonna talk about the statistics we were talking about. It's very important statistics that people probably don't know about it. Can you tell me about the statistics about overdose?
Nationally, somebody overdoses every 4 minutes. In this country, every 11 minutes, there's an overdose that results in death. 126 people a day die in this country because of overdose from substance abuse. Michigan, we've been hit a little bit harder than the national average. There were 271 heroin deaths from 99 to 2002. In 2010 to 2012, that's gone up to 728, 170% increase. A lot of people just passing away for something preventable. Michigan almost doubled between 2000 and 2013 in people seeking treatment for addiction. We went from 7,300 to more than 13,600. Our death rate in Michigan for heroin overdoses increased 66% over the prior year from 13 to 12. It's overdoses overall in Michigan, we are ranked 18th in the country. A lot of things you want to be high in national statistics. This is not one of them.
And that's a very sad statistic. I mean, you're saying every 11 minutes somebody's dying in America.
Yes.
You're saying that Michigan increased in overdose for heroin to 66%, right?
Yes.
Wow, it's really sad to hear that's going on. And then what's going on? Can you, Jamie, tell me how people get addicted in drugs?
Well, it can happen many different ways. We're finding now statistically the main way that most people are getting hooked on heroin is through prescription drug use. Doctors are overprescribing. Our youth, a lot of them, believe it or not, are being prescribed Vicodin for sports-related injuries. And then when their tolerance goes up and that becomes less available to them, they turn to heroin as it is a cheaper, more readily available option. And that is how 85% of heroin addicts become heroin addicts, is through prescription drug use to begin with. The other 15%, they're more a victim of circumstance like myself. They fall into the wrong crowd, go to the wrong party, end up with the wrong boyfriend, wrong girlfriend, and just make one bad decision. And if you're predisposed to addiction, which I myself am, then you just have to use one time and you're addicted. And that's when you are trapped in a cycle that some people never get out of. Some people are buried before they get out of, or like myself, it took me 15 years before I broke free.
I see. And what my hope is doing to help people to be able to quit drug addiction? What you guys are doing to prevent this?
We try to provide resources for people looking for treatment facilities, education, information out to parents, information at various venues. We've had a state rally in Michigan, in Lansing back in August, just to bring awareness to this.
Good.
Everybody believes, not my kid, it's not going to happen to me, and that's just not true. This isn't something that only affects a certain demographic. Anybody, any race, any financial level, it does not matter. It doesn't matter intelligence level. There is no stereotypical demographic for this. And so we try and reach out to everyone possible to get them information. We work with Families Against Narcotics, FAN. They have chapters all over the state. We try and get their information out. They have a lot of fantastic prevention materials. Went to a rally in Flint just to get some information out. Waterford recently had Dare to Inspire, and we were there. And that was actually really nice because it was not a recovery event, it was just a community event. So we had the opportunity to get information to the general public that might not otherwise have gotten it.
Right. Guys, earlier we were talking about the legislation. Is the legislation helping out, or you think we need more different legislation or stronger legislation to help or give you more legal weapons to be more proactive? What do you think?
CARA is a bill that needs to be passed. It will mandate extended treatment. Right now, standard treatment 10 to 14 days. It's not long enough. CARA will mandate a longer treatment be available to people, get out of the revolving door and be able to stay long enough to get the problems taken care of. Parity Act was passed in 2008. This is something that's already in law. It needs to be enforced. We're trying to get legislature right now to force the insurance companies to follow the law that was passed in 2008. Redeem Act is another one. This is, it makes it so people can move forward when they get done with addiction, they're in recovery and they're trying to move forward in their lives, and they have legal issues, they have financial problems. There's so many things that are a detriment, not just a little bump in a road. It can be a big hill to try and climb over. And so the Redeem Act is something that will make it easier for people to move forward.
I see. Jamie, you were talking about that, how people get engaged with this addiction. Now, what you can tell people that are watching right now, how they can be proactive to help their kids, or to be able to prevent this?
Absolutely. I myself have a 9-year-old and 19-year-old, and my youngest son, Brendan, is like our little mascot. He's our little My Hope mascot. He wears his little Hope Dealer shirt, and I make sure that my children know. They are educated on what drugs can do to you, and sometimes it takes the hard truth. Unfortunately, my children know firsthand that their mother got taken away to prison, their mother was absent from their life, so they kind of experience it firsthand. But for those children that are not, you need to let them know that drugs are prevalent. They are, unfortunately, they have a good chance of running into them nowadays. And I'm talking about in Waterford, in Clarkston, in Birmingham, in West Bloomfield. I'm not just talking about the more urban neighborhoods anymore. It's at home now, and they're going to run into them. And what needs to happen is you need to educate your children that they are out there, and that if they do run into them, that they need to basically run. They need to run, they need to know what they look like, they need to know who to tell, and unfortunately, it's happening at a very much so younger age. And I think there's age appropriate education, but I don't think there's an age that's too young.
Do you think if someone that is actually using some Vicodin or some of these strong drugs, and they, sometimes some people don't finish taking it all and have something left, and they keep it, always in the bathroom, right there, and it's close to our kids. Do you think, if it's a way then they can dispose of that in some people don't know about this,
There are prescription drop-offs at many police stations.
Okay.
Periodically, they'll be publicized. Please bring your prescriptions, drop them off. Senior citizens are actually a place that a lot of old medications are kept. That's one, if you have senior citizens, check the medications, help them get them properly disposed. Any police department either has a location for drop-off or can tell you where to take them. Leaving medications around, it's tempting, and it's an issue that just doesn't need to happen. If you're done with it, throw it away. If you decide you're not going to take them, throw them away. Get rid of them. Don't keep them available.
And one of the points that you said, Jamie, is communication between parents and kids are very important.
Oh, it's crucial.
Crucial. So when the kids go to school and get the wrong friends, it's starting high school, middle school, kind of?
Nowadays, it's about middle school.
Middle school.
And earlier.
And earlier. In some cases, we've heard grade school, sadly enough. Definitely junior high. Definitely junior high. I myself firsthand spoke to a local parent that was having issues with their daughter in junior high. So that is a 7th grader. In 7th grade, I had no clue what heroin even was. That wasn't even something that was anywhere near the premises or any of our friends. We had no idea. The worst that anybody did was maybe one person drank on a weekend, and it was a huge deal. That was a big deal that that one person got drunk, and it was all over the school. Now there's heroin. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's here. So we have to face it. If turning our heads, burying our face in the sand is not going away. So you either face it head on, or it's going to face you. If you don't take care of it, it will take care of you. And you do not want it to creep up on your child. It crept up on me, and my parents had no clue. None. Good student, all around, good person, they didn't have an idea. And they got knocked down from it.
What tip you can give to the people that are watching right now, and right now they're wondering and they're concerned about this, and then they want to find out, and they want to ask the right question to their kids? So what tip you can give to people to know is their kids are maybe acting a little bit weird, like missing a spoon?
Yes.
Or
Some of the major warning signs, first of all, is the what I call nodding out. If their eyes look mighty tired and their kind of heads are bobbing a lot, that's a big sign of opiate use. Missing spoons, weirdly enough, little balls of cotton laying everywhere that is used as a filter to suck up the heroin through the needle. And that's if they've gone that far. If they're still in the snorting stage, because most of us start that way. You look for the straws, rolled up dollar bills. Lottery papers, it comes in like the little lottery papers you fill out your Keno at the party store. That is what most of it is sold in. Either that or the tiniest little Ziploc you've ever seen in your life. Look for those types of things. Of course, the obvious, if your child's arms are bruised or there's poke marks or anything, if your child is wearing long sleeves on a 90-degree day, warning sign. I did it. I was wearing sweaters in the middle of the summer. And my mom would say, "What's wrong?" "I don't feel good, I'm cold." And I'm sure she more wanted to not, and you don't want to believe it, but you better get on the bus real quick, or it could be your child's life. And you're going to notice the lifestyle change. You're going to notice a very erratic child, if they're old enough to work or be in cheerleading or sports, they're going to start dropping off. Their grades are going to stop dropping off. You're going to notice a different type of friend hanging around, a darker type of just mood altogether. They're going to be more combative. They're going to be defensive. It's just going to be a total change. Your child is no longer going to be the same person, and essentially they're not. They are now an addict, and the addict has taken over, and your child is gone. Your child is being taken over by an addict, and if you don't fight to get your child back, and I mean fight to get your child back, the addiction will win.
Oh, I see. You were talking about statistics, Kathy, and the statistics show that the drug increased to 60%. By the statistics, what do you think? You think drug dealers the production is coming more illegal drugs here, or more drug dealers around? What's going on? What do you think is increasing the?
One of the
Michigan?
things that's causing the increase in heroin use is the fact that we are tightening up prescription medications. There's been a lot of changes made, and they're for the good because it keeps the prescription medications from being out where they shouldn't be. It also makes them much more expensive. So people that could have afforded Vicodin, Oxycontin, something along those lines, can no longer afford it. You can go out and get heroin cheap. Unfortunately, it is very, very cheap, and it's cost effective. It also is very dangerous and has a lot of issues. Other than the addiction, there's a lot of physical issues. Can cause heart problems, hepatitis C, collapsed veins. There are many, many physical issues that come along with injecting drugs, the impurities in them. Fentanyl is one of the things being mixed with heroin right now. It's deadly. There's no way around that. It is deadly. One of the things we do is naltrexone training, or naloxone training, and that is a medication that reverses overdoses.
Okay.
Opiate only. We've done trainings in Lansing, Oakland County. We're doing one out in Livingston in December. And it's kind of like an EpiPen. Someone's overdosing, pop the cap off, hit them in the leg with it. Within about 6 seconds, the injection's complete. That will reverse an overdose in 99% of the cases if it is opiate-based. These are available. We're trying to get them out into the public as much as possible. If somebody needs one, there's a link on the website where they can come and go to a training, do a training, and receive the kit for free.
The website, you're talking about your website?
Our website.
Oh, that would be great if you can share that. What is your website?
We are my-hope.org. And there's links to register for training, for different events we've done that we have coming up. One of the events we're going to be having a bowl-a-thon fundraiser. And
Oh, great. I think we can, the information is there. Let's see, I think, right there is the information. Good.
We are very excited about the bowl-a-thon. One wonderful thing that we are going to do with the bowl-a-thon, the most innocent victims of this epidemic are the children of the addicts that are left behind when they are incarcerated while they're out using or while they unfortunately pass on. And these grandparents are raising these children. Grandparents or other family members. And these children need a Christmas. And a lot of these grandparents are struggling. They are struggling to raise these children financially, and they don't want to put them in the system. My mother was one of them, and she needed help at one point, and these families need help. So we're going to have a present drive, and each person that brings, for each present they bring to the bowl-a-thon, they will receive 10 raffle tickets towards our Chinese raffle we're having, and a lot of great prizes there. But it's a great way for us to ensure that these children, put a smile on their face for one day. They already have to live without a parent or both in a lot of cases because, like in my children's case, a lot of times mom and dad get in it together, unfortunately. So they deserve, and the caregivers deserve a little, they deserve to not stress out about how they're going to give these babies a Christmas. So we really want to help make that happen at the same time doing the bowl-a-thon and raising money to help in other ways with the recovery and support and education and prevention.
And it's very important what you guys do. There's so many people, and when they find out the issue, and sometimes they are scared to deal with the issue, and they don't know what to do. And by having people like you guys helping them with those resources, the information, everything, they give us a point to start for someone that don't know nothing about it. So it's a very good thing. And before we finish, I would like, again, if you can share with the people how people can reach you out, the website or your contact info.
Okay, our website is mi-hope.org. Our email is mishnetwork, for Michigan Network, @gmail.com. We also have a Facebook public community page, which Facebook is just MI space Hope. And from there you can reach a closed Facebook group that we have that's a little bit more private for people that want to talk. And that is Heroin, the Silent Epidemic. And you can find any of those on Facebook or links to them off the main website. There are resources there. Everything from a pill identifier, you can put in size, color, whatever, and it will help you determine what pill you found, because very often that's what happens is you find pills laying around, you don't know what they're for, down to how to locate an AA, NA meeting, this type of thing.
Okay, right. And then when is again you're a fundraiser? So I'm pretty sure people in Clarkson are very creative, and I know they want to probably support you.
That is December 6th
Okay.
from 1 to 4 at Airway Lanes in Waterford.
Okay.
And we would love for everybody to join us.
Good. Good. Oh,
One other thing, we're accepting sponsors, and Airway Lanes has generously, anyone that sponsors, they are donating a summer bowling party to the sponsors. So all the information's on the website to register to bowl or sponsor either one.
okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
No, thank you for what you do for the community. I do appreciate a lot, and I know that people that are watching right now probably appreciate as well too. Hopefully, I see you again. I would like to maybe in a few months have you back again and
Absolutely.
see how you guys
Absolutely.
doing
That'd
and
be
keep
great.
talking about this. Well, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Well, that's all for today. If you want to be in the Jose Aliaga Show, you also can reach us on our Facebook page, the Jose Aliaga Show. You can just go to Facebook and click Jose Aliaga Show, and you can like our page and follow us on Facebook. And let us know if you want to be here. Also, you can call us at 248-736-7163. Thank you so much, and God bless you.